Hi guys, this is Sai Kumar Kurtwada. In this video, we will learn about Next.js templates and what exactly this Next.js templates are used for. So let me quickly jump into another slide. So let me go into another slide and I'll explain you what we'll cover in this video. So here we got templates. Templates are similar to the layouts, but these layouts will create the instance only once. We have layouts which I have already discussed in my previous videos that will maintain only one instance for one particular UI. So here there are some problems because of creation of only one instance. Sometimes there should be a case where it has to work out for different scenarios. So how we can achieve that and how the layouts can be replaced with our templates. So we go with the UI content which is reusable and can maintain some set of states, and that states can also be used in our application. Whenever you are going from one route to another route in the same layout, then we can create multiple instances for that particular layouts, and that can be done by using templates. So let me quickly jump into Visual Studio Code and let me show you how we can do this in our Next.js code. So here we have already designed some set of components in the before sections, so I'm using the same thing. So already we have something called as post login, and inside this post login we have a layout. So let me close this for now. Now you can see there is a layout.js inside our post login. That means whatever the URL you are using, that will have this particular header. So let me go here and you can see something like /dashboard, and you can see the dashboard and about and products. So here the products, dashboard and about are completely a layout structure. So we are maintaining this header at the layout stage. For example, I have a counter which has to be incremented. For that sake, I'm using something called as a state. So let me go with creation of a state. So I'm using a counter and we are using a set count. So I would just want to increment this count based on some user click or set timeout, anything. So now what I want to do is I want to create a use state and I want to create something like 0 as a default count value. So let me save this. Now let's go here and you can see an error. Why? Because we are getting this error just because of this use state. As we are using the use state, this particular layout should be a client. So let me use client. I have explained all about this directive in my previous videos. If you want to get a clear understanding, you can check that video. So let me go here and you can see this has been loaded perfectly. Now what I want to do is for every layout, I want to show this counter value. So now what is my count value over here? I'll be showing here in the count as a flower base. Let me save this. Now you can see the count value as 0 and then header and then the respective page, whatever you are going in this URL. So now what I will do is I want to create a button which will help us to increment the count value. So let me use increment and let me use an on click event which will increment that by using an arrow function. I can use set count of the previous count plus 1. So I'm just incrementing with the previous count. Now this is my on click event. So let me go here. You got an on click event and you got a button over here called as an increment. When I click on this, the count value gets increased. So let me do one thing. For better UI, I'll create one more div so that it will be coming to the next line. So let me save this and you can see it came to the next line. What I'll do is I'll just click on this. The value is getting incremented. The count value incremented to 5 and 6, 7, 8 and more. Now what I will do is I'll just move into the about route. So whenever I move into about route, this state is getting persisted. That means it is not getting reset. That means whatever you are writing and whatever the previous state we have throughout this layout, that is the same one. Once I refresh, it is becoming 0. Once I click on increment and let me go into products, still the same UI. And if I click this, again the same UI. That means the count value is not going to a normal state whenever there is a change in the route. That means this is behaving as a common code and a common state. In some cases, this may not work out. In some cases, we may use the same standard. For example, if you are writing some exam and if you are navigating from one route to another route, you want to show something like a state where you will be having a timer and the timer will be running. So all that cases, this layout with a common state would be working fine and as expected. But in some cases, every page route may require a new state. Whenever you change the route, it should require a new state. It should reset to 0. So how we can do that? It is very simple in our case. How we can do that is by Next.js templates. So it's very simple. Just go here and create a template file, template.js, and hit enter. And whenever you are using a template, so the same layout stuff, whatever we have, I'm putting in the template.js. And now it is our side decision whether to take a layout or a template. So now let me go here. You can see both of them are working fine. Both are visible over here. So which is template and which is layout, we are not sure. So we will be using something called as a H4 or 5 and use it as a template. So just to identify which section is showing template and which section is showing the layout. So let me put this as layout. Now save this. Now you can see the layout is the highest priority and then template is the next priority where you have all the routes. But what happens, let's see. This is the template structure and this is the layout structure. So how it works, they are parallel to each other now. So first what I'll do is I'll go into the dashboard so that it will be easy to understand. Now I'm just incrementing the layout count value as well as I'm incrementing the template count value. Now the template count is 6 and also layout count is also 6. If you want to differentiate, you go with the 7. Now template is 7 and layout is 6. Whenever I move from one page to another page, let me click on this about. So this count value has been changed to 0, whereas this count value is still at 6. And what I'll do, I'll just increment this. And now let me click on products on the layout. So let me click this. Again, there is a reset. That means whenever there is a change in the URL, automatically this particular count value is getting updated to 0. That means it is getting a resetted state. That is initial state. So that is the main difference between template and layout. Now let's understand when to use layout, when to use template. Whenever you have a common code and whatever the state you don't want to reset or you don't want to make it multiple instances, then you can go with layout. If you want to go with multiple instances for each and every route, then you have to go with template. It is very simple. Template is used for multiple instances for each and every route. Layout is something like which is common instance. That means only one instance will be created and that state will be persisted. So that is about your layout. So this is about our layout and templates, and this is the difference between both of them. I hope this gave you a glance and clear understanding about layouts and templates. That's it for this video. Hope you like my explanation. If you like my video, like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Signing off. Thank you.